Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to just kick off the formal proceedings here, and just some housekeeping rules in general before we start. If there is any fire incidents, just please follow the stewards out in an orderly manner. I would ask everyone as well just to put their mobile phones on silent. Please feel free to take pictures during the ceremony, but please stay in your seats as well as the graduates walk up. The main thing is that everyone enjoys themselves tonight and has a good time, and we will be leaving the cathedral and going back to the city campus after the formal events. So please enjoy yourself.
Special guest of honour, Mr. Michael Matheson, MSP, Chair and members of our College Board, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduands, and of course, families and friends. My name is Sheila Lodge, and I am the Deputy Principal and Chief Operating Officer of City of Glasgow College, and I am delighted to welcome you all most warmly to our 2019 summer graduation ceremony. This evening's ceremony begins with an address from our college's founding principal and chief executive, Mr. Paul Little. Principal Little has taken City of Glasgow College from being a newly founded institution to being the top performing college in Scotland in overall further and higher education. As the ambassador for World Skills in Scotland, he has overseen the creation of a World Skills Academy and the college's consistent #1 ranking in the UK. He was recently appointed a Fellow of the Royal Society of Edinburgh and is a Fellow of the Nautical Institute, an honour awarded in recognition of the major impact our college is having on maritime education and training. He is also a member of the Merchant Navy Training Board and the UK Chamber of Shipping. And he is one of the 400 younger brethren of Trinity House, the prestigious organisation founded by Royal Charter from Henry VIII in 1514 to support the safety of shipping and the well-being of mariners. He even has time to help drive Scotland's maritime strategy as a member of the Scottish Maritime Cluster. An avid seafarer himself, Our principal has combined a distinguished career of over 30 years in tertiary education with a very practical, voluntary role in both the UK and USA Coast Guards. Throughout an exemplary career, he has continued to believe passionately that education is the great enabler of social mobility and an important driver for economic growth. His leadership continues to redefine tertiary education while keeping students at the heart of everything we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our principal, Paul Little.
Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Chairman, members of our College Board, Reverend Johnston, honoured fellows, distinguished guests, distinguished alumni, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and last but by no means least, the real celebrities tonight, our graduating class of 2019. I would like to add my personal welcome to each and every one of you here this evening for our summer graduation, and also to the friends and families who are watching this online, live, on the internet. So no pressure, Cabinet Secretary. Graduates, I am delighted that we have as our VIP guest of honour the Cabinet Secretary for Transport, for Infrastructure and for Connectivity for Scotland, Michael Matheson, Member of the Scottish Parliament. Just come through from the Scottish Parliament literally minutes ago. He is a core member of the Scottish Government. He's also a hard-working public representative. And Michael, indeed, is an extremely busy politician. So we are most fortunate, ladies and gentlemen, to have with us tonight for this, a very important graduation ceremony, the 50th such maritime graduation ceremony, to have such a senior member of the Scottish establishment and particularly the Scottish Government with us here tonight. Michael, we value the support that we get from yourself in particular, and we also value all your cabinet colleagues and indeed your supporting officials as well, because together, ladies and gentlemen, as part of Team Scotland, we work very hard to improve the blue economy, to improve Scottish maritime, and indeed to ensure that Scotland stays central to global trade and in particular Glasgow. Now, each year, as we celebrate a new milestone, and tonight is a particular milestone in that, it's important that we add to our illustrious naval history. And it's very fitting, therefore, that we do so in this very magnificent 12th century cathedral. So therefore, I extend a special warm greeting to our host tonight, the Reverend Mark Johnston, who is the Minister for Glasgow Cathedral, barely in post 2 weeks, joining us via Toronto and Kirkintilloch as well. You are most welcome. Cabinet Secretary, you may be interested to learn that in front of you, behind you, beside you, we have the 4 corners of the world represented tonight at this truly international gathering, because in this audience, ladies and gentlemen, we have the families and the friends and the supporters and the shipping representatives from India, from Nepal, from Oman, from Pakistan, from the United States of America, and of course, from throughout the United Kingdom, from Scotland, from England, from Wales, from Ireland, north and indeed south, and also, and you'll be interested, Minister, with your connectivity bit, we have representatives here from the Isle of Man and indeed the Orkney Islands, and you've all made a huge big effort to be with us tonight. So we're delighted that you here. So in front of you, resplendent in their academic robes, are in fact 317 graduating officers. And of those graduating officers, 139 are in navigation and 123 are in engineering. 24 are officers of the watch and 31 are more senior officers. They are graduating chief mates. Now, each will leave us tonight and they'll leave Glasgow with fresh talent for our global shipping industry. They will leave with finely honed skills, with the professionalism second to none in the United Kingdom. And they will leave us to take command of the UK and international merchant navies. Many of our naval officers here tonight are generously sponsored by our shipping partners. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this very historic and this very public opportunity to personally thank all those shipping companies and all those training partners and all those supporters of the City of Glasgow College. So it's especially pleasant to see tonight here representatives from Clyde Marine Training, from SSTG, from Chiltern and V-Ships, from North Star Shipping, from Carnival Cruises, from Princess Cruises, from the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, from Seafarers UK, from the Sailor Society, from the local harbour masters and support functions across Scotland, from the Sea Cadets, from DFDS, and indeed from the Royal Yachts in Oman. Similarly, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our international partner organisations that are watching this ceremony live. They progress students to the City of Glasgow College from India, BP Marine, Wells University, from the Academy of Maritime Education and Training in Amat, from Gamma Marine Institute, from Pakistan, from the Maritime Training Institute in Karachi, and indeed from Oman, from the Royal Yachts Academy. Now, as the college principal, graduation ceremonies like this are very important to me. They give me a unique personal opportunity to congratulate each successful officer personally as they progress across that stage. And we can confer, as they leave and shake my hand, they confer the internationally recognised qualification. So I'm also looking forward, ladies and gentlemen, to 14 exceptional officers who will be getting additional prizes for going above and beyond our high standards. And I know that they're sponsoring companies in Clyde Marine, in BP Marine, in Chevron and SSTG will be particularly proud of their outstanding academic achievement and indeed of their personal resilience. I salute those award winners. I salute all those shipmates who have actually also gone above and beyond what we would normally expect to help your fellow officers to succeed. In doing so, you have upheld some of the finest traditions in the Merchant Navy. Mr. Chairman, we present on this historic graduation ceremony 2 awards that we only present every 50 years. They're called the Maritime 50 Award. This is a truly unique honour. And the first of these unique honour goes to Engineer Cadet Colin Campbell. Now, Colin is an ambitious young man, always eager for a career at sea. And he initially enrolled with us at our entry national certificate programme as a non-sponsored cadet. He paid his own way, so to speak. Now, through Colin's sheer determination, his constant diligence, he gained sponsorship from one of the companies and then completed this college's highly valued Scottish Professional Diploma, the equivalent of a degree programme, but for maritime. He did that in marine engineering. So he spent at least 4 years pursuing his lifelong dream of graduating, as he will tonight, as an engineering officer of the watch. Colin gained outstanding results, and I'm sure after tonight's ceremony, he will have his choice of ship. We also hold in high esteem for this Maritime 50 award a deck cadet, Byron O'Halloran. Now, Byron originally joined us in 2008, and after qualifying and leaving us, he worked offshore until the economic downturn in the oil industry. And as a result of that, he had to reinvent himself in several jobs. Each time, as he pursued that new job, he had a dream to return to the City of Glasgow College. He persevered, and ultimately he completed the Higher National Diploma in Nautical Science, an integral component of the Chief Mates course. I commend Byron for staying the course despite the multiple adversities that he faced, for ultimately realising his cherished learning goal. He too will have his choice of ships, I suspect, after this evening. You know, mums and dads and grandparents and friends and supporters here and online, I've just highlighted but 2 of those over 300 graduands. Because until they walk across the stage, they are graduands. When they shake hands, they leave immediately as graduates. I did so simply to give you a little glimpse into the many stories that we could spend this evening telling you about, the personal learning journeys that actually have culminated in tonight's ceremony. But all our graduating class are equally outstanding in the eyes of the City of Glasgow College here this evening. So I think as they have pursued their dream of world-class learning, I believe they, and especially their world-class lecturers, deserve our hearty congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. Distinguished guests, honoured fellows, as I alluded to previously, this is indeed a very special milestone in our illustrious history as we celebrate 50 unbroken years of continuous learning on the banks of the mighty River Clyde. And we have delivered that learning to the highest possible standards. You know, in those 50 years, those 5 decades, many of the finest officers of the British Merchant Navy have been proudly made in Glasgow. And you're joining that rich lineage. Cabinet Secretary, you helped us launch this very special year. In January, you toured our facilities at the Riverside campus. You learnt at first hand how to power up one of our massive ship's engines. You also took command of the bridge in the busy New York harbour. And if I remember, you did very well. In February, we were also honoured to welcome the Princess Royal to our nautical campus to give her royal seal of approval to our Maritime 50 graduation and anniversary year celebrations. Now, during her tour, Princess Anne was shown a letter written by her great-uncle. Her great-uncle, Earl Mountbatten, opened the first nautical college in Glasgow some 50 years ago on the 4th of October, 1969. She also got a chance to meet 5 of the original cadets, and indeed of that 5, 2 had personally been photographed with the First Sea Lord, Earl Mountbatten, when he opened that. Now, in that rich tradition of naval tradition, later this October, the City Council will be having a civic dinner for the City of Glasgow College, and it will be attended by the 2019 First Sea Lord and indeed the Deputy First Minister. So, members of our board, you will know in that 50 years, that intervening 50 years, that building design and learning and teaching pedagogies have changed quite radically to keep pace with the changing nature of our digitally savvy and multi-skilled cadet officers. However, what has remained steadfast in that time is Glasgow's commitment to ensuring the highest possible standards in seafarer training. And we keep that and we safeguard that for the next 50 years. Indeed, of the top 10 shipping companies, and I'm delighted many of them are represented tonight, they will know that the City of Glasgow College has put real skin in their game. For example, in seamlessly replacing the original Glasgow College of Nautical Studies with a 21st century world-class naval college with some 2,000 rating and officers in tuition, overseen by 250 faculty members, described about a year or two ago by the ITN in their documentary as the Harvard of all maritime colleges. You know, those words resonated with the Princess Royal when she commented in her speech about those 50 years. She said her great-uncle, and indeed her father, would have been approved of the Next Generation College. And I think her words were very resonant with tonight. She said, "It is important that you celebrate those 50 years, and really important that people recognize what you have achieved in maintaining not just the building, but the quality inside the building. We owe you a debt of gratitude." Cabinet Secretary, that comment and this evening's ceremony is a useful reminder to the Scottish Government that the City of Glasgow College, Scotland's super college, is very much and still remains pride of the fleet. It is ambitious for our students. It is ambitious for Scotland, and it is the global standard bearer for seafarer training. Ladies and gentlemen, colleges, unlike universities, have come out of the shadows of the over-celebrated universities' peers. We stand tall in our own right as colleges. Nowadays, colleges make an enormous contribution to Scottish life, to the Scottish economy, to the Scottish skills pipeline. Together, colleges deliver £20 billion to the Scottish economy. Indeed, our very own college delivers £1.5 billion in gross value-added contributions to the Glasgow and the Scottish economy. So I hope, Michael, as you leave here tonight with both great memories of this splendid ceremony, that you will remember with greater appreciation how our college is increasing the nation's standing as one of the top 5, if not the #1 maritime college in the world. World-class colleges, ladies and gentlemen, alongside world-class universities here in Scotland. You know, Cabinet Secretary, I hope tonight is also an opportunity for you to meet some of the graduates. And if you allow me the last few words to focus with this graduating class. Your loved ones, class of 2019, are very proud of what you've achieved. Your lecturers are very proud of what you've achieved. I'm very proud of what you've achieved. But remember this, you leave us work ready. You can go on a ship and instantly make a difference. You have all the necessary skills, the knowledge, but most importantly of all, you have the attitude. In fact, you have the city attitude to help you flourish. Be it going from ship to shore, from going from command to the corporate world, or indeed from going and leading a bridge team, or indeed an engineering team, to ultimately leading a teaching team or a ship's management team. You are ready, class of 2019. You would not be wearing those gowns if you were not ready. Your lecturers have asserted you that you are ready for these positions. So remember this. And as a former Coast Guard, let me remind you this, that you must always be semper paratus. You must always remain ready, because the sea must be respected. Class of 2019, these graduation ceremonies, like this very magnificent setting, are steeped in historic academic splendor. And we have got a time-honored tradition that I need your help with now. I need you to rise, and in the time-honored tradition, I need you to try and locate your parent, or indeed your lecturer, or indeed one of the cameras for home, and I want you to give them an extra loud applause. So can you stand, graduating class, and try and orientate yourself to a big round of applause. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, if you could resume your seats, please. Thank you, that was very enthusiastic. I also want to leave you one final thought. You're going to be on long ocean voyages or coastal passages. And I'd like you to leave you with a few words of another great intrepid traveler, Mark Twain. And I think his words are very important to you tonight. So please listen carefully to them. And please remember them. Because he said, in 20 years' time, you will be most disappointed by the things you didn't do than the things you did do. So throw off your bylines, sail away from the safe harbours, catch the trade winds, and whatever you do, explore, dream, and discover. Class of 2019, well done. Congratulations. This is a special ceremony. Remember this finally. You leave us here not just as graduates. You leave us as City of Glasgow College graduates, and that means something very, very special. Stand tall, class of 2019. Congratulations. I now would like to formally introduce our guest of honour, our distinguished guest of honour, Michael Matheson, MSP. He is Scotland's Cabinet Secretary for Transport, Infrastructure and Connectivity. A very special role, ladies and gentlemen, for a very special individual. Michael was appointed to this role last year in June, and he's responsible for all Scotland's public transport, for its infrastructure investment, for its cities, for its town centres, for its energy, for its renewable energies, for its connectivity, for its 5G, even for 100% broadband. A very diverse and challenging political role. Now, who could come up to that role but a native Ouija, someone who grew up in the shadows of the Nautical College, only could take on such an onerous role. A Tory Glen resident, he was schooled in Glasgow, he received his higher education in Edinburgh, becoming a community occupational therapist. He's a lifelong learner. He went to graduate with the Open University. He got his Bachelor of Arts degree. He got his postgraduate diploma, also in applied science. Now, climbing not just once but twice to the Scottish Cabinet, those lofty heights of that august body, Michael is in fact a very keen and experienced mountaineer. So I know you'll be listening to the Nepal interest. Now, he developed a great love of the outdoors when he was a scout. So there's another example class of 2019. He also is prepared. Now, I understand Michael's great formative influence was in fact his teacher. And like all great teachers sitting in front or beside you, they encourage great students. And you, Michael, were encouraged to take part in a once-in-a-lifetime trip to the Himalayas with the British School Expedition Society. So, preparing for this great adventure, Michael found himself in a training camp in Sheffield, of all places. And in Sheffield he found there were no mountains. In fact, there were no other Scots there, just one young Tory Glen lad. And the pride of the nation rested on his young shoulders. And since that first testing time, Michael has gone time and time again to the highest levels. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an enormous privilege tonight to welcome such an important member of the Scottish Government here for this 50th graduation. So let's give a warm welcome home to Michael Matheson, Cabinet Secretary. Thank you very much.
Principal, Chairman, Class of 2019, ladies and gentlemen, what a real privilege it is to join you here in Glasgow's historic cathedral. They say that to be a true Glaswegian, you must be born within a mile of the cathedral. I'm proud to be one of those who was born in the neighbourhood, so I can call myself a Glaswegian. But it's a truly fitting location for such a historic and important event. The 50th graduation ceremony of the City of Glasgow College. Today marks the culmination of hard work and study, but also signifies achievement and also the start of a new journey for many of you. Each one of you here today are here through your sustained hard work and your talent, but no doubt you will recognise the significant assistance that you've been provided by Principal Paul Little and his team of lecturers at the City of Glasgow College. I'm also very conscious that it can be a difficult balance, the balance between a life of studying and also the many other life challenges and commitments that individuals can have. I also know from my own experience as a student when I left the City of Glasgow to study in Edinburgh, how important it is to have family support in assisting you in your studies. I was fortunately the first member of my family to go on and to graduate with a degree. But I also want to take this opportunity to offer my thanks to those family and friends who are here this evening supporting your graduation. I'm no doubt at times it was an arduous task. At times you would question whether it was going to be all worthwhile. But I've got absolutely no doubt. Tonight, any questions you may have had in your mind previously have been swept aside as you are rightly proud of your family members who are here tonight graduating. But of course, this is a day above all, which is about celebrating the graduates and their personal achievements. But part of the reason I'm here is because of the skills that you've gained at the City of Glasgow College. Because they are skills which will make a big difference, a positive difference to the global maritime sector, not only here in Scotland or the UK, but right across the globe. And I've got no doubt that for those of you who serve in the Scottish sector, that you will continue to make a significant difference to our sector in Scottish seas. Our shipping sector has consistently punched well above its weight, and Scotland accounts for almost a fifth of the UK industry. And the City of Glasgow College is globally recognised for the skills and as one of the key learning pillars within the maritime sector internationally. The world-class facilities that you've had the benefit to learn within at the Riverside campus are a significant factor that recognise the college as being such a major contributor to the maritime industry as a whole. I mentioned the Riverside campus, or when I was a kid, referred to as the Nautical College, not only because as a government we were keen to support and assist the college in the development of these facilities and also its achievements, but because all of you graduates here tonight have played a fundamental part in making the new campus succeed. Training the next generation of our seafarers is crucial to maintaining our maritime sector and its world-class status. And it stands ready to, I've no doubt, stands ready to grasp the opportunities which will arise for many of these students as they leave the college. As a government, we recognise the importance that the sector plays, and people like you here tonight have an important part to play in the decades to come in our maritime industry. That's why, as a government, we're developing the new maritime strategy to help to support the sector and to those who work within the sector. Next year is an important year for Scotland and for the Scottish maritime industry. 2020 is the year when we will celebrate all of our ocean industries, because 2020 is the year of coast and waters. And at the very same time, as we celebrate that year, those of you who are before me here tonight will be showcasing your newfound qualifications in that global maritime market. I hope that your time here in Glasgow has been an inspiring one. Glasgow, a city with a rich maritime heritage. I know that you leave with the skills to face future challenges and also to achieve your ambitions. I'm aware that not everyone before me here tonight will go on to a career at sea. But I do know that everyone has benefited from their time at the City of Glasgow College. You will no doubt look back on your time at the college, and you will no doubt look back on the fun period that you had while you were studying here in our city. And you will see that as time goes by, that they were informative years, but years that you will fondly remember. A time when you developed the core skills that will help to lead you not just in your career, but in your life as a whole. I hope that for many of you, for those who have come from further afield, that you will be able to return to Glasgow and return to the college at some point in the future. But wherever your journey takes you on your career, I wish you well, and I hope a safe return. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Matheson, for your inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, we move now to the presentation of awards. I would like to invite the Principal to come forward to present this evening's awards, and Mark Stagg, Dean of Nautical Science and STEM, to take his place to announce our 2019 graduates.
Principal, I have great pleasure in presenting the following students from the Faculty of Nautical Science and STEM for the award of the High National Certificate for Marine Engineering. Andrew McIsaac. Jamie Plester. Aaron Powell. Oscar Spence. Kieran James Turner. Jack Whitehead. Daniel Michael Agnew. Jack Carrigan. Paul Peyton Davidson. Tommy Dearden. Blair Dencat. Ryan Alistair Duthie. Andrew Fraser. Declan Greer. Jacob Hayden. Ross Hepburn. James Kelly. Taylor Lindsay. For the award of the Higher National Diploma in Marine Engineering, Sajid Ashraf. Sagar Sadashiv Bukhari. Sujay Sunil Shavan. Parshant Das. Kiran Chandrakant Dafodi. Princely Francis Gonsalves. Rohit Jatendra Gupta. Vikrant Vivek Jadhav. Mohammed Kunain Jamil. Sega Kadam. Saket Santosh Kadam. Sanket Kamble. Aslan Ali Khan. Mohammed Hamza Khan. Sahil Sunin Malusare. Albi Matthew. Sachin Negi. Saish Sandeep Patil. Sahil John Rodriguez. Mohammed Faiz Mohammed Shami Sheikh. Vikram Singh. Hemant Thapa. For the award of Higher National Diploma Marine Engineering, Mark Andrew Brown. Michael Hill. Martin McBride. Scott McDade. Jake Napoli. Callum Reid. For the award of the Scottish Professional Diploma in Marine Engineering, Mohammed Hamed Ali Mushafari. Salim Juma Said Al-Sanadi. Mohammed Mahfouz Mohammed Al-Hadidi. Al-Muhalab Nasser Saif Al-Mari. Stephen Roberts John Cowie. Magnus Flett. Sean Gillies. Glenn MacLeod MacArthur. Scott MacDonald. Peter Alexander Martin. Ross Mackay. Blair McKinnon. Matthew Pike. Sean Nicholas James Scott. Lewis Wilkie. Owen Stewart Bell. Craig Boyd. Liam Brannigan. Ian Andrew Buchan. Callum Campbell. Colin Campbell. Lewis Crossley. Kyle Dixon. Paul Grant. Dominic Huntley. Joel Patrick Jordan. Daniel William Lynch. Amanda Mackey. Michael McClare. Paul McLaughlin. John Miller. Adam Murdoch. Justin Murray. Fife Patterson. Scott Reed. Darren Shaw. John Smith. Rory Donald Sutherland. For the award of Higher National Certificate, Nautical Science, Billy Kearse. Ian Kenneth Macaulay. Mark Madonna. Caleb Christopher Melvin. Jack Walker. Nathaniel David Beach. Connor Bruce. Jordan Burry. Owen Calder. Alex Hagan Collins. Andrew Garson. Ewan Jackson. Fraser Levin. Thomas Lyons. Louise McLaughlin. Ewan Morris. For the award of the Higher National Diploma Nautical Science, Archit Pravin Amin. Duncan Bina. Anush Dakuna. Madhava Saya Krishna Kandala. Rayan Kurali. Faizan Kouassi. Nigel Lopez. Jason Menezes. Abdul Ahad Mukadam. Kunal Pancholi. Akash Ranjan. Pardeep Dutta Sairavi. Shuaib Ahmed Rais Ahmed. Giant Dudi. Karan Sirohi. Sohail Tariq. Himanshu Tripathi. Sean Vaz. Sajad Chaguli. Ravi Narayan Goswami. Deepak Kandari. Mufish Layak Kapat. Ahmed Jahangir Khan. Uzair Alam Abid Ali Khan. Said Konkari. Sherben Mesquita. Eshan Pawar. Ashish Arjun Singh Rawat. Anselm Norris Rebello. Joseph Nozino Rebello. Babato Princely Shaji. Kunal Shinde. Shanmukh Suvana. Uzair Ansari. Dilraj Ujela. Sriraj Chandran. Caleb Ray Melroy D'Souza. Sachin Gajare. Gaurav Kenny. Akshay Kumar, Tanish Masand, Mohammed Ibrahim Miran Mohideen, Aniruddha Parab, Shivam Mohan Patel, Vignesh Ravindran, Mohammed Razak, Dion Anthony Rodriguez, Rajat Sani, Rahul Kumar Sharma, Vaibhav Anil Sharma, Rushikesh Bhagwant Shelke, Ashwin Surin, Harsh Vardhan, Lokesh Zode, Ralph Ahmad, Arjun Aranasath Radhakrishan, Yash Mukesh Kamdar, Dinesh Suresh Kawali, Pratik Mahadik, Singh, Aslam